Oh YouTube, what's up goats? It's Whammo1 back again with another guide. In this guide, I'm going to teach you guys how to rush as English like a Conqueror pro. So, the English rush is not difficult, but there's a few things you can be doing that can be making your rush a lot better. And over this video, I'm going to be showing you guys what to do. Um, it's sort of a build order, sort of a guide, because I think both are important. This video. So you want to have 7 on food, and then your second villager, because you have 7 on, will be going to build a house, and then a gold mine, and then going on gold. But another guy in gold, so you're 7-2, and then another guy in gold, so you're 7-3. So you have 7 on food, 3 on gold. In the meantime, obviously, you're scouting with your scout. After you have 3 people on gold, you have built a house and a mining camp with those villagers. You rally to food. So that you're 8-3, 9-3, etc. Alright, and this is the first thing you should be doing. You should be aging soon when you're at 9-3. You always want to check that gold mine and just see, once 100 has been mined, you can build that landmark. Very important with English that you want to be as efficient as possible, because this is a rush. So these 3 villagers can build your your landmark, and then as soon as you do that, 6 villagers go over to the nearest deer pack, and you have to scout for that deer pack, right? So that your scouting is important. The only civs that you can't really do this against would be probably French, right? Because they have knights, so these are too vulnerable. So French, Rus, um, maybe Delhi you don't want to do this versus, but those are primarily the ones you don't want to be doing this versus. All other civs you can kind of do this versus. Alright, so you have 6 on 6, 3 on your landmark. I don't know why I'm on Striker trees, but you can go Striker trees, you can go Rumble Camp, it's not a big deal. Nothing too special going on at the moment. You're scouting with your scout. Want to be making sure what they're doing. Yep, so just keep 6 people on food, and then just continue rallying to wood. These guys can go back to food if you like after, so that your eco is a bit more balanced. Okay, and once you have 150 wood, you need to be putting down a barrack. And this is important because you want your barrack to finish just as you finish aging, so that you can build spearmen as fast as possible. Because the council hall produces Romumen 100% faster, right? It's 2 archery ranges. Your limiting factor in attacking your opponent is not Romumen. Like, you can build them very, very quickly. It's spearmen. And because of that, you want your barrack to be finished as soon as possible, as soon as you age, so you can be building those spearmen. So your macro, I think I have a little bit too much on wood here. I think I should take some guys and put them on food, but try to have like 9 people on wood, 9 people on food. And the most important thing when you're rushing with English should be scouting, because your scouting essentially tells you what you need to be doing. Is he building units? Is he going TC? He's going units. You can, as English, you can defend and just chill. If he's going for a TC, you can pressure, right? So there's a few ways you can do this English rush. You can be all balls to the wall. You can attack them. That's fine because you have this extra deer. So you're gathering deer and they're gathering, not as efficient food. So you do have that advantage that you can try to push early game. Or you can do the more eco heavy. You could probably put 1 to 2 on gold and be getting upgrades, wheelbarrow, or broad axe, etc. This is the most important part of your build because you're saving a lot of food by sending 6 bills to these deer instantly. That means you don't need to spend stuff on farms. You can just be spending all your resources on units. Another thing about this build, you don't have to rush. I am rushing a tower instantly, but you don't have to do that, right? Especially if they're going units. Another thing to make sure you're doing, rally your production to the weakest part of your base, your most vulnerable resource, right? And in this case, it would be the deer. So that if they do try to raid this spot, your production is rallied to this, so that you're essentially defending your vulnerable location without really even um, wasting any APM, wasting like some thought about it. You're just naturally defending it with your rally point. So that's a good thing to keep in mind and to do. All right, getting that tower up. I see that he still isn't going for that second TC. See some villagers pick, and your scout is another super important part about rushing with English. It's it's the heart of your it's not your heart. It's the thought of your attack, right? Like everything should be relying on what you see. And you can see that now my deo's running out. I'm deciding to get some farms up. And that is primarily when you should be building farms, after your deos run out and you've gained a little bit of an advantage. And in this case, it would be the tower. Putting 2 PM on gold, get upgrades as soon as feel like you need to, starting to fight a little bit. My units are still rallied to deer. It's defending this spot much easier. And that's what's so nice about this build. It's very slow. It's very methodical. You're not doing any 1-2 thing very like too fast, which can sometimes make you lose the game. Just doing everything very slowly. Bombs, getting upgrades, attacking, etc. We can watch the end of this game, but I think the majority of what I'm trying to show has pretty much shown. See, and another thing, right? He's trying to raid this spot. Because I rallied to that location, it's just very easy to play the game. Do some walling, protecting my gold villagers. And now my units, my rally point, as you can see, is near the wood. It's near the gold, because that deer is exhausted. Just killing horsemen for free. Should be getting these upgrades, I think, but I wanted to push my advantage here. You can choose to do this, choose not to do this. However you enjoy playing this style. Gradually adding in farms. Bit of a mistake there, but I see that he's committing heavily to units. And another thing I like about this style is that you don't actually have to push them. You can age as English and just be fine. So if you're losing the game because you try to ram or something and it just doesn't work out, try aging up instead. That can often give you a pretty strong advantage. As English, your farms actually get better per age, so 5% better. So and you get and you have like cheaper farms as English, right? So while you have 19 farms, the opponent has no farms. So don't be afraid to age up, especially as the English. I think that's actually the reason I win this game here. Well, I was probably winning anyway, but it's it seals the deal. Yep, I age up, get my upgrades. I should have gone wheelbarrow by now, but I'm focusing on military. Yep. And he's not even aging, see? It's very difficult to play against this style. You have to play very, very strong to win against this style. Very precise. And yeah, I won the game. So, hope you guys learned a bit. Just a quick tutorial of how to do English as a Conqueror player, English Rush style. May not see this style often, but it can be done at every division in the game. So I'd show you guys how I do it. Yeah, that's it for me. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask and take care. See you guys on the next one.